Hello YouTube, and welcome to this video. As you can see, we've got a computer here which is a Packard Bell, which has a bit of a problem. When you try to turn this on, let's just flick it round here right quick. There we go. There you can see the side of it. I'm going to put the power lead in. We think we've got a problem with this, so we're going to hook that up. What's the chance of that blowing up in my face? Pretty slim, I would have thought, but we've got the lead hooked up there, as you can see. We're going to come round the front and we're going to try and turn it on. Now, this is what happens when you try to turn this on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, I'm suspecting one of two things. One of the things we're going to try first is the power supply. So I've now flipped the machine on its side and taken the side off. Now we can see all those lovely, amazing internals. There's the power supply at the top, and we've got all the leads and cables here, which we're going to unplug. We're going to take all the ancillary rubbish off and change the power supply. Not a hard job. It's just difficult to get the leads off sometimes, but that's it. Just one more to get off. There's 4 leads that power this machine. One of them is the CD-ROM drive, and the one I'm working on here is the hard drive. Get that off. Now, with my trusty screwdriver, I'm going to whip the screws out of the power supply. I'm going to try and focus that on there so you can see what I'm doing, if I can. So I've got my screwdriver. I'm going to take the screws out. I'm not going to use these again. I've got screws in the other one I can use to get it back together. Quite hard to get in some of them, but we can see now that we basically got the thing out. That's it. So all we basically do now is just take that power supply out of get hold of the camera here. Basically need to lift this free of the tower, like so. And as you can see, it's got pretty tangled. These things happen. There's nothing we can do about it. There. Now, computer is free from its power supply. Now, the other power supply I've got is identical apart from one thing, and I do need to go to Jubilee Computers to get this. It's basically the end that goes to the hard disk that we don't have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this here. We try to get this back in. Oh, it's got screws in it, so I'm going to take the screws out of this. We can get the main computer to run with this because we can. We don't have a hard disk, but I shall get an adapter for that. SATA to power converter, which is what they call it. We'll lower the power unit back in. It's quite a big power unit. It might not fit. Oh, it does fit. Yay! Go me. Right. So I'm just going to put the screws back in that to hold that in and get it to go back in, and we reconnect it all. So let's get the screwdriver. Let's spin these in by hand. You can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm doing it for quickness. I use the electric to take them out, but I'm spinning them back in by hand just to get it to fit. It's not going quite where I want it to go. Oh, it has now. spin it with the electric is quicker. That's it. What's that? Let's put one more there, halfway down. The crunch time will be when we get to the part where we connect the power leads in and fire this puppy. There we go. And one more in the bottom, just for safety. Now, if this blows up, you guys will see it on camera first. Shouldn't actually blow up at all, but don't trust me on this one. There. Now, everything is now connected. Well, not actually, we're lying, actually, because I haven't connected anything. Now, I'm going to put the leads, sort of these leads out, because they're totally in the way. Got to have a clear space when you're working inside a PC. Clear space is mandatory. You've got to hook up the feed to the board. So now I'm trying to do one-handed. Not that one, obviously, because it won't fit. Now there's the one I want. There's the board feed. Put that in. Should be good to go. Trying to make it so you can see into where I'm working. It's not easy. I'll get the board feeds connected in a second. And we can see how we go from there. There's one. There is two. This one goes behind the RAM. Down. You can't really see at this point. This one goes in here. Like that. We connect the CD-ROM drive right quick. We haven't got a hard drive, so we're just going to have to work with what we have got. And finally, the last part, as they say, last but not least, we connect the power lead to there. There's the power lead. Now I'm going to look at the fan here. I'm going to zoom in and you can see the fan. If I can get it to zoom into where the fan is. There's the fan. I'm going to hit the power lead. Whoa, 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 baby. That didn't kind of work. That did. And as you can see, that's howling around quite nice. Now there is no adapter for the hard disk, but we're going to do a test right quick. I'm going to turn it on at the front. Got all these leads, I've got to ship them somewhere. Well, the power the thing did catch. I'm going to hit this. As you can see, the light's on. There it is. CD-ROM drive works. The fan is still running, I believe. Yep. The fan is running, but it's running quiet. So, you've successfully seen. All we need to do now is just put the back on, side on. Which we're going to flip it over now, tidy the leads away, like so. Whenever you're working on one of these, tidy the cables away, like that, into the top if necessary. We just need one more cable, and the whole system should boot. And there we go. Unpack bell. Now we're going to obviously quit this video because it's too long. But there you go, that's how you change a power supply in a PC. Thanks for watching.